Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fitting fine. Dear students, today we will revise message writing. Students, as you all know, that it is a short piece of writing that doesn't require the sender's or the receiver's address written therein. And the purpose of writing a message is to send information to someone who is not present at the moment. So, students, first of all, let's read this conversation given to us here and try to understand how to write down the message. So, students, let's read it first of all. Mr. Mehta had the following conversation with Ria, Mr. Jain's daughter. Who is Ria? Mr. Jain's daughter. Okay, and Mr. Mehta had the following conversation with Ria. Means it's a conversation between Mr. Mehta and Ria. Now read the conversation carefully. Since Ria is leaving for a walk, that's why she leaves behind the message for her father. Message is for Ria's father. Okay. Now write the message in about 50 words and put the message in a box. So students, let's read this conversation first of all. Mr. Mehta, hello. Is it 963578910? Ria, yes, it is. Who's speaking? Mr. Mehta said, I'm Mr. Mehta, the secretary of the Rotary Club. May I speak to Mr. Chen? The message is for Mr. Jan, means Ria's father. Okay. Then Ria replied, I'm sorry, uncle. He is not at home. He has gone to play golf. Is there any message? Yes. Mr. Mehta said, yes. Please tell him that there is a lecture on how to keep healthy in summer season on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. at Govind Auditorium, and his presence will be appreciated. Then Ria replied, I will give him the message definitely. Then Mr. Mehta said, so nice of you. Thanks. Okay, students, according to this conversation, students, now try to write down the message. So, students, before we start with the message, let's discuss some main points. For example, students, in very first line, write down word message in capital letters. After that, students, write down date. Students, it should be in a proper format. Okay, write down date in a proper format. Then, students, time. Students, mention the time and date when the message was written. Okay, mention the date and time when the message was written. Then students, here, dear father, we can say brief salutation is there. Okay, here students, you may write the name of the person. Okay, write the name of the person for whom the message is meant at the top as shown here. Okay, like dear father. Then students, we can write down like this in the body. It's called the body of the message. Okay, content here what we have to write down. Mr. Mehta, the secretary of the Rotary Club, called to inform that there is a lecture on how to keep healthy in summer season on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. at Govind Auditorium. He wants you to attend it. And students, at last, here put the sender's name like Ria. Okay, put the sender's name like Ria. Students, remember that your message, the information which you have to write on here, students, it should be relevant. Okay, your message should contain only the important information, only important points you have to write on here. Okay, irrelevant details beta jo bhi hai should be avoided. Okay, try to avoid irrelevant details and better do not add anything on your own. Okay, write only the important points here, and after that, students, in last put the sender's name. Okay, write down the sender's name or signature. Okay, at the end of the message. And students, we can use contracted form of words like I'll, don't, etc. abbreviations. Okay, here we can use these. So students, remember these main points while writing the message and try to understand it And students, do not exceed word limit. Okay, do not exceed word limit, that is 50 words for the body of the message here. Okay, within 50 words try to complete it. Then students, after that, put the message in a box. Okay, put this message in a box, draw a line like this here. Okay, and put the message in a box. Now students, let's read one more conversation. Devika has the following conversation with Ritesh, her friend Bindu's brother. Read the conversation carefully. Since Ritesh has to leave for tuitions, he leaves a message for his sister Bindu. Write the message in about 50 words and put the message in a box. Yes, students, it's a conversation between Devika and Ritesh. So, students, first of all, read this conversation carefully. Okay, the students, as Ritesh has to go somewhere, okay, he has to leave for tuitions, so he leaves a message for his sister Bindu. So students, this message is for whom? Try to find out. Okay, the students, write the message in about 50 words. But try to complete your message within 50 words, and after that, students, put the message in a box. So students, first of all, let's read this conversation here. Devika called, "Hello, who is speaking? May I speak to Bindu?" "Bindu is not at home. May I know who is speaking?" Devika replied. "I'm Devika, Bindu's friend. When will she be back?" Then Ritesh replied, "I don't know, because she has gone to the market. Is there any message?" Then it's the main information which we have to give. Okay, try to find out the main information which we have to give, and students, try to write down the relevant information. Okay, don't write down irrelevant points. Here students, Devika wants to say that, "Please tell her to bring my English register tomorrow, as I have to submit it to the English teacher definitely." Then Ritesh replied, "Don't worry, I will convey the message." So students, now read this conversation once again, and then students, try this message. Okay, try it yourself. Okay, and while doing message Twitter, remember all the main points. That's all for today, students. Thanks and have a nice day.